Well, your kids have even come to me with problems that they have and how you are, so.
Is that helpful? You're like adding it into a fight to like have a side, like it's you and my friends and my kids and everyone against me. It's like you're just a witch and I hate you.
Kourtney Kardashian might be done with her family for good this time, because after what Kim said to her on that phone call, I honestly don't know how she can ever trust her again. So in case you missed out on this drama, during the season 4 premiere of the Kardashians, Kim and Kourtney had a heated phone call, and Kim was so mad that Kourtney called her out for being a narcissist that she decided to drag Kourtney's kids into this mess. Honestly, it was absolutely insane to watch Kim try to manipulate Kourtney, and what's even more messed up is that Kris Jenner has been enabling Kim's toxic behavior for years. Trust me, you want to watch this till the end, because that phone call was a textbook example of how narcissists operate, and you might recognize Kim in some of the people you have around you.
I think it's that you saw this thing that was mine and that wasn't yours and that you wanted it.
See, that's where I think you're really...
It made it bigger.
No, that's where I think that you're wrong. If anything, I was like, I don't like, and I told Chloe, I don't like your look. I don't like this. I don't like, if it was visually, it was not my thing, and I tried to do everything to stay away from that. But even like you said,
like you're missing the point.
Okay, so season 4 of the Kardashians recently premiered, and it got off to a very messy start. Now we all know how Kourtney accused Kim of turning her wedding day to Travis Barker into a business venture and copying the concept by partnering with the same designers, Dolce & Gabbana, just 4 months after Kourtney's wedding. But Kourtney later explained that her issue with Kim was much deeper than clothes, and she was more upset about Kim's attitude at the wedding. If you watched Kourtney and Travis's wedding special, then you know how Kim looked absolutely miserable on Kourtney's wedding day, and she was doing the most to spoil the vibes. At the reception, Kim gave such a half-assed, pathetic speech, and it almost sounded like she was mocking Kourtney and Travis's relationship.
brought us along in your fairy tale, and there's really no love story like you guys. It's a movie, it's the cutest, you guys are the best.
Like, I can tell that Kim was fuming that all the attention was on Kourtney, and she kept trying to get the spotlight back on her by bringing up her wedding to Kanye in Italy.
The piece of advice that I'll give you is when I was walking down the aisle in Italy and I had the long train, I was so nervous that I was either gonna like come back, that I walked so fast.
Girl, Kanye doesn't even talk to you anymore, and no one cares about your wedding. But that wasn't even the worst thing Kim did at the wedding. What really made me realize Kim can't stand to see other people getting attention, especially not Kourtney, was when she interrupted Travis's son Landon while he was giving a speech. Landon's speech was really emotional, and he talked about how Kourtney is like a mother to him. But Kim just couldn't handle hearing all the praise for Kourtney, and she interrupted Landon, telling him to calm down.
In these past few months, I've really gotten to know you so well and grown so much love for you. You look out for me like a mother and always have had my back. I really think you have filled the empty spot in my heart so well and have showed me great morals that have taught me so much. Together, you guys show what true love looks like, and it's truly inspiring to all of us. Beyond blessed to be around you guys and the amazing energy you guys give to all of us.
Like, that's just nasty behavior. You could tell this boy was already nervous speaking in front of a crowd, and Kim couldn't even let him finish the speech he wrote for his dad's wedding day. So as you can see, Kourtney's issue with Kim was bigger than her copying her look, and this is what Kourt tried to explain to Kim again during their phone call. So Kim called Kourtney to tell her she was flying to Milan as part of her contract with D&G and asked her to accompany her. Kourtney politely declined because of everything that went down at the wedding, but she said she'd still support Kim.
As a part of this Dolce contract, I have to go back to Milan to do a dinner to launch my campaign that I shot. So it's like, you know, I would love you to come with me. I mean, I know that's not what you want to do, but I always want you to know you're invited. And like, no one...
Thank you. I'm a little Dolce'd out, so I probably won't come, but I'm always supporting you of like what you're doing.
Yeah.
Kourtney then tried to explain that she wasn't mad about the clothes and that her issue with Kim was actually something much deeper. But Kim immediately got defensive and kept dragging the conversation back to clothes. And despite Kourt repeatedly saying it's not about the clothes, it's actually about Kim's need to be the center of attention, Kim ignored it all and kept gaslighting Kourtney.
But even like you said,
Like, you're missing the point.
but isn't the point about the clothes and you're talking about the looks? I steered away. I did what
It's not about the clothes. You're
Kourtney, it's
missing
not
the
that
point.
original. Everyone does 90s. Like, it's not a new concept is what I'm trying to say. And there's only so many looks to pick from.
You're talking about the bullshit details because it's all your egotistical, selfish mind can think about. You cannot stand someone else being the center of attention. You came to my wedding. You couldn't be happy. You complained from the second you got there till the second you left. That's what it's about. Forget about you couldn't be happy. You couldn't be happy for me. You couldn't be happy that I was the center of attention and you weren't.
What is it that you feel so
can
low
dig
of me?
deep if you'd like to.
No, I want you to dig deep and figure out why you hate me so much and why you're so angry with me because all of this never happened. I was so happy for you.
So Kourtney initially did a good job at staying calm, and she used the correct language to try to get her point across. For example, she used "I feel" statements, which is an excellent communication strategy, and you could tell Kourtney is the one who went to therapy.
I felt at my wedding like you weren't happy for me.
Because
So
you
if
have
wanna-
a
if you
serious
wanna know-
vendetta.
But now you'll see how Kim, who previously claimed she doesn't believe in therapy, immediately reached for another narcissist tactic: isolation and triangulation. Triangulation is when a narcissist brings up other people without naming names into your conversation to make you feel like everyone thinks you are the problem. So Kim switched from saying I to we and us to make Kourtney feel isolated. And then she said that all of Kourtney's friends and family have a secret group chat where they complain about her. Like, girl, have several seats.
You just are a different, you hate us. You're a different person. We all talk about
I
it.
don't need you guys anymore.
All
I
of-
don't need to be a part of it.
All of your friends call us complaining, whether you think they're the ones going to you, they're all coming to us on the side saying the opposite to us. So we're all confused and we're on a group chat that's actually labeled not Kourtney. So we know and have to funnel what your friends are saying to us and have to figure out why you're such a different person and why you have
Do
this
you
vendetta
think I would
out.
want to be
And what Kim said at the end about how everyone is trying to figure out why Kourtney is a different person, well, this is another telltale sign of a narcissist. See, the moment you start to heal and set boundaries, the narcissist will try to convince you that something is wrong with you. Narcissists love when you are at your most miserable. And that's why Kim didn't really pick on Kourtney back when Kourtney was miserable and stuck in her toxic relationship with Scott. In fact, every time Kourtney broke up with Scott, Kim would try to convince her to get back together. And this is something Kim also did with Khloe. She started hanging out with Tristan publicly and welcomed him back into the family before Khloe did. In fact, it was Kim who encouraged Khloe to get a surrogate and have another baby with Tristan. But the moment Kourtney found love with Travis and set boundaries with her family, Kim unleashed her evil side. Kourtney had already started distancing herself from Kim at this point because Travis showed her what it looks like to have a loving support system. And that's why Kourtney didn't really get upset when Kim told her about the secret group chat. Kourtney told Kim she doesn't care what other people think of her. And then she said something brilliant, pointing out that if Kim actually has time to create secret group chats and gossip about other people, it must mean she's a deeply unhappy person.
if you want to think like, oh wow, my sister felt like I wasn't happy or supporting her at her wedding.
What
Wonder
can I
that's
do
about.
to make you feel
Think
that
about it.
you
Well,
want?
certainly not having side chats specifically as me as the topic. Like, who the has time? Maybe you guys need to go think about why, if you're not happy.
But
that's what you have time for, to sit and have side chats specifically to talk about me?
We're allowed to
And to-
express concern. We have side chats about everybody. That's just what you
Get
do.
a life. I don't have side chats about anyone.
Big facts. And you know Kourtney spoke straight facts because Kim immediately interrupted her and decided to hit below the belt by bringing up Kourtney's kids, claiming they come to her with their issues and complain about their mother.
Well, your kids have even come to me with problems that they have and how you are. So
Unfortunately, Kourtney broke down here, and you really have to feel for her because this was such a low blow. Plus, Kourtney is pregnant, so the fact that Kim decided to involve the kids and make Kourtney feel like a bad mom is honestly diabolical.
Is that helpful? You're like adding it into a fight to like have a side, like it's you and my friends and my kids and everyone against me. It's like you're just a witch and I hate you.
Okay.
And it's crazy how the moment Kim realized she made Kourtney cry, she was no longer interested in the conversation. And that tells you that she wasn't trying to resolve anything to begin with. She just wanted to see Kourtney break down. What also gets me is how Kris is now staying out of this and letting Kim bully her pregnant daughter. But then again, it's not surprising at all because this narcissistic dynamic started with Kris. And if you've been keeping up with the Kardashians from the start, then you know Kris loved pitting her daughters against each other. She also treated Kim as her golden child, while Kourtney was the scapegoat because she was the only one who refused to let Kris run her life. Anyways, y'all, a lot of people are saying Kim and Kourtney's conversation triggered them because they also dealt with narcissists like Kim before. One fan said, "Don't care about Kardashian, but as someone who has dealt with a narcissist, this felt like I was reliving an old conversation. Kim kept going until she found a weak spot, her kids, and you can almost hear the relief/satisfaction she feels when Kourtney breaks down." And another fan said this all started with Kris, writing, "Kris Jenner is a narcissist. Every narcissistic parent has the golden child, Kim/Kylie, the scapegoat, Kourtney, the invisible kids, Khloe and Robert, the kid they can't control, Kendall. And her family dynamics and drama is what it is because she has been manipulating those kids." Girl, but how do you guys feel about this? Should Kourtney just cut her family off for good at this point? Leave your comments down below and then check out this next video.